Bienvenidos, welcome. I'm Nido Foodie, and today I will be planking this chicken on the Weber barbecue. So in full disclosure, I've never done this before. When I'm at the grocery store, I always paw through the bargain bins, and in there a couple months ago they had these cooking planks. These are all alder wood. They're grilling planks. They go on either your gas grill or your briquette barbecue grill. I first saw this probably 20 years ago on a PBS show called Oregon Field Guide, and they showed the Pacific Northwest indigenous people how they cooked their salmon. They cooked their salmon on cedar planks along next to the fire. I was really intrigued by that, and these were in the bargain bin for like $2, $3. So I grabbed a couple of them. Didn't know how good it would be, but inside here they do have basically cooking instructions on there how to do it, and they have one for the chicken or Cornish hens. I'm not going to use their recipe. I'm going to use my own chicken seasoning, but use it on the alder wood. One of the tribes I looked up that did this was the Macaw tribe, and their name means the people that are generous with food. So I thought that was pretty cool. So planking or plank roasting is an ancient method of cooking that the indigenous people of the Pacific Northwest have done for thousands of years. They would take their salmon, put it on cedar planks, cook it along next to the fire, which sounds really good. But something I've wanted to try. So in full disclosure, you know, this is my first time doing it. I didn't want to come out here and either do it one time or never do it at all and act like I'm an expert at it, because the people that are catch it real quick. And so you'll get to see it as it happens, and we'll go from there. I'll follow the instructions that come with the planks, and we'll get going. I got my coals heating up. We were looking for 400 to 425 degrees in there in the barbecue. Put the planks in, get the planks to where they start smoking, then we'll put the chicken on and let that go for a few minutes, then turn it down. So I'll get the chicken out. I'm going to cut it in half and use 2 planks. If you're using a Cornish hen, it says you can do them whole, and the Cornish hens are the little tiny birds you see in your freezer section. So with that, I'll get the chicken out, and we'll get it halved up. So we have a beautiful November day. I don't know how many more of these we're going to have. So basically I'm going to cut each side of the backbone, take the backbone out, then after that it's easy. I have bought I don't know how many kitchen shears over the years, and I do not know where they disappear to. I don't know if I lose them dove hunting. They'd make quick work of this versus just a regular pair of scissors. So there's the first cut. And after that, just follow right down. And there we go. And we've had 4 or 5 killing frosts, and we still have flies. And I'll put a recipe, or put the recipe in for my chicken seasoning. It's basically kosher salt, paprika, garlic powder, a little bit of cayenne pepper. And I just keep this mixed up in these other shakers. Once they're empty, I use them for other things and label them. Okay, so with that, the coals look like they're about ready. We're looking for 400 to 425 degrees. We'll get the planks on there and let them start to smoke. And the coals will be directly underneath the planks. So basically the planks will cause it to be indirect heat. But we're looking to get the planks, I guess, to smoke a little bit. So with that, I'll get that ready to go, and we'll see what happens. So as you can see, I kind of have them piled up to the middle a little bit. Just as a point of reference. And these have been soaking in water. I'm going to put the rough side down. Those have been soaking in water for probably 3 hours. They said 30 minutes. Also, I have a spray bottle with some water in it, so in case they start to just catch on fire too soon. So I'm going to put the lid on that, and it's going to be all the way open. And we'll wait till they start smoking, and we'll load the chicken. So the instruction says put it on there, put the wood on there, and then once it starts to smoke, load the meat. And those have been soaking for probably about 3 hours. So ooh. Okay, so it wants for about 10 minutes this to be at 400 degrees. And then after that, turn it down. They're calling 400 to 425 medium high heat. Then after the first 10 minutes, turn it down to medium heat for 45 to 50 minutes. So I guess we'll have to kind of play with that a little bit. Boy, it's puffing smoke. So there we go. We'll see you back in a few minutes. 10 minutes. Boy, that is definitely puffing smoke. I hope alder, smoke, and chicken go good together, because it's going to have a bunch of it. So to start, I used a full chimney of coals. Give you an idea how many coals I put in there. Had the bottom wide open, the top wide open, and it raced right up to 450 degrees. And and that was about 6 minutes into the 10-minute cook. So I closed the bottom, and now it's dropped down to 400 degrees, and we're at 10 minutes. So basically with that, they don't give a definition of what, they don't give a definition of medium heat. So I'm just going to completely close the top vent and start a timer now for 45 minutes. And I'll check the temperature. I haven't raised the lid, because if you're looking, you're not cooking. I don't want to lose the heat and have to start over. So I have it totally choked off now, and it's just a hair below 400 degrees, so the temperature should start to drop down a little bit. So I'm going to start the timer, and we'll take a peek at 45 minutes with a thermometer and see what it looks like. So basically for a medium heat, I picked a range of 300 to 350 degrees, and that was my target temp to try and keep it to by adjusting the top and bottom vents. I did look these up on Amazon, and they're $9.99 for a 2-pack. I paid $3, so I'm not out much if I don't like it. And if I do like it, I'll wish I'd bought all the ones they had in the bargain bin. But I'd like to thank all my subscribers. I appreciate it, and welcome anyone to subscribe if they like this kind of content, and leave a comment. Tell me if you use these, and if you cook with the planks, and what I could do better with it. It's an interesting way to cook. It is an ancient way of cooking food, other than just throwing the meat on the coals. So we have just a few minutes left. We're going to be looking for a internal temperature of the chicken, 165 to 170, and I have not looked yet. So when I open that up, you'll see what I see, and even if it's burnt to a crisp, I'll post the video. So anyway, we'll be back in a minute and take a look at the chicken. Well, here we go. Let's see what it looks like. Alder planked chicken. Not quite an instant read thermometer. That one's probably pretty much done. Yep, I think they're ready to come off, and by the time they rest, we should have the temperature. So no massive burnouts, flame outs with that wood. Didn't have to use the squirt bottle. Well, there you have it, planked chicken. That was actually fairly easy to do, easy recipe. Well, I was afraid they'd be a little bit more dry, or be dry, because of the heat and the long cook. But boy, those come out pretty good. Definitely be something I'll do again. So Cameron's cooking planks, grilling planks. So there you have it. First time doing this style of cooking. There's a reason, I guess they've been doing it for thousands of years. Works out really good. So thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and we'll talk to you later.